How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days, and welcome to another Terraria Top 5. In today's episode, I want to talk about Terraria 1.3, and more specifically, I want to talk about my favorite top 5 items that have been included in the Terraria 1.3 update. Now, when I talk about items today, I'm going to avoid weapons just for now, because I think weapons are their own top 5 in another discussion. So if I put one in this top 5, it kind of makes it a bit difficult, because then, everyone's like, oh, how about this and how about that? So there's been a lot of usable items included in Terraria 1.3, and some of them I've realized after a month of playing this amazing update, some of them I use all the time, and some of them I just respect and think they are such an awesome idea on the developer's part. So let's get started with number 5. Number 5 on my list is a very simple item, but I love what it represents. Number 5 is the Desert Fossil. Now, the Desert Fossil is a new ore, I suppose you would call it, in the desert biome. Now, I realize I just did a video on this, but when I was making it, I realized what a cool initiative by the developers. They've taken what is essentially a biome that doesn't have much going for it, which is the desert biome, which normally you just walk through, you grab a few cactus, you're like, yeah, whatever, and for some reason there's tons of monsters all of a sudden, and that's pretty much it. But now, all of a sudden, there's this new mini biome, it has its own ore, and also, on top of that, it has its own class that's come out of it. I really think that is just amazing. And I accidentally summoned an Eye of Cthulhu underground. I don't think you can get me underground. I thought I was using my, he can't come underground! I usually have my Rod of Discord in number 5. But anyway, what I was saying is, I love that it represents a new biome, a new class, the Thrower class, and just so much more, and I hope they build on it. Number 4 on my list is something that I think a lot of people have wanted for a long time. It's the Enchanted Sundial. And for me personally, when I see the sun like this, I know I'm in for 15 minutes of annoying mobs destroying my building projects. And as much as I love invasions in Terraria, my problem with it is that it lasts for so long, and there's literally not much you can do about it except go and hide under the ground. And they kill your NPCs, and life is not good. So, the Enchanted Sundial, when you use it, basically what it does is speed the whole Terraria day up and move on to the next day, effectively cancelling any event that's currently in progress. So when you use the sundial, what you'll notice happens is that it speeds up the day, which is amazing, and it does a full Wyvern! And what it does is speed up the full day and night cycle. Except when this happens, of course. And yes, it is technically possible, it can happen. And number 3 on my list is something that I think a lot of us are using, and it's something that, although it wasn't a big inconvenience, it's super, super useful. And that is the Endless Musket Pouch. The Endless Musket Pouch is simply made by buying 4 stacks of 999 musket balls from the arms dealer, or arrows from the merchant. So I guess I'm saying Endless Musket Pouch and Endless Arrow Quiver. And basically you get this item that gives you unlimited bullets or arrows. It's really, really useful, and I find what's cool about it is you can have like your specialty bullets, like your iCore bullets or your Chlorify bullets, but when you're just going to, you're going in between battle zones or whatever, and you just want to, get normal mobs out of the way, like this killer bunny, you can just use your normal bullets. It's not a flashy item, but I'm using it all the time, and I think if you're using it that much, it's a cool item, and that's why it makes number 3 on my list. So number 2 on my list is something that has been introduced in 1.3 that I really like, and it's when you're fighting an expert mode boss, and they drop treasure bags, and I love them so much. The thing I love about treasure bags in expert mode is that it's kind of like every time you open one, you never know what you're going to get. And if you're opening the treasure bag from a hard mode boss, there's even the chance that you get the developer sets, which for me just makes opening them that bit more exciting and just gives you more of a reason to farm bosses as well. So let's open this one. 3, 2, 1, boom! Awesome. Okay, so you usually get a guaranteed drop, like the Shrimpy Truffle from Duke Fishon, and also one of its normal items, which are temper stuff, not bad. And that's why this is number 2 on my list. Okay, that leaves us with just one item to go on the list. Now, clever people out there will know what the item is, based on the boss I just fought. Now, if this was just my favourite items of all time, obviously Rod of Discord has a very high chance of being high on the list, but this is Terraria 1.3 update items. So, we got the Shrimpy Truffle from the Duke Fishon boss. This probably is the item I am using the most in the Terraria 1.3 update. It's an amazing mount. I use it all the time, like literally all the time. The things I love about it is it has permanent flight, so you don't have to touch the ground. Cool thing is, and yes, I'm going to jump in the lava for a second, anytime you hit a liquid, it gets a massive speed boost, which is awesome. Another cool thing that I've been doing, if you willingly take damage with a Rod of Discord and get yourself under 250 life, you also get the same speed buff, just as if you just touched liquid. So it's an amazing way to quickly, and you can see from all the things I'm hitting in the mini-map, it's a really good way to quickly move around your world, which I absolutely love. This also has some possibilities, and a few of you have been talking about it in the comments, of making a underwater arena and actually fighting bosses whilst completely under the water with your speedy Fishron mount. I think it's an amazing item and I use it all the time. Okay, so to recap my top 5, we've got the new Desert Fossil in number 5, just because it represents new armor, new class, and a new biome. I think the developers have done an amazing thing with one such small little ore item. The Enchanted Sundial in number 4 for its amazing ability to skip ahead a day once a week, which I think is really cool. Solar eclipses are so annoying! Number 3 is the Endless Musket Pouch, just because it's such a great day-to-day item. I just always leave it in my inventory slot, my ammo slot, and you never run out of bullets. It's awesome. Number 2 is treasure bags in general, not just the Duke Fishon treasure bag. Just I love the aspect of getting treasure items, and it's really handy in expert mode just to really power up your characters quickly. And number 1 is the Shrimpy Truffle. It is an amazing mount and my all-time favourite mount at the moment. Very, very cool. Honourable mentions are the strange plant that's been introduced. I love finding them and I love playing with the new dyes, as you've probably noticed in a lot of my Let's Play series. They're really cool for storytelling too. And another honourable mention is the bottomless water bucket that you get from the Angler NPC. And no, I didn't pour water all over my base before, and that's why you can see a very small amount of water in the living room there. Oh, it was such a fail. I love, like, I've made farms that generate water, and now we've got an item that just does it just because. How cool is that? I love it. I think it's great. Alright guys, thanks for watching this top 5 video. If you want to tell me your top 5s, leave them in the comments. Remember to be respectful of each other's and my top 5s. I love to chat about it, but I think it's important not to say anyone is wrong or right. I think it's a personal opinion. You're more than welcome to share yours. Alright, so keep those comments coming. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this. Thank you to everyone who's given me support after the message saying I'm really busy the next few days. I was a bit nervous putting that message into the video, but you know, when you guys gave me such a good response, it makes me so happy to be part of our channel. So thank you so much once again. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, click that little HD icon in the bottom right corner. You won't be disappointed. Let's finish with some fireworks. Why not? Because we've got them all hooked up. And excellent. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. You stay happy, and I'll see you next time. This is HappyDays signing out. See ya! And that means that ectoplasm will be, getting farmed nicely. And you can see that was dead easy to set up that. So the mobs can cruise up the sides, the mimics can get in, which is one of the main things. Yeah, we've got lots of good loot. Just Oh, he's got 3,000 health! He's only got 3,000!